Fifth grade patterns with decimals. Chapter 3, lesson 10. A state park rents canoes for guests to use at the lake. It costs $5 to rent a canoe for 1 hour, $6.75 for 2 hours, $8.50 for 3 hours, and $10.25 for 4 hours. If this pattern continues, how much should it cost Jason to rent a canoe for 7 hours? A sequence is an ordered list of numbers. A term is each number in a sequence. You can find the pattern in a sequence by comparing one term with the next term. So you guys already have the word sequence and terms in your guys' colored foldables, right? So that you can use those to help you if you need to refer back to them. So write the terms you know in the sequence, then look for a pattern by finding the difference from one term to the next. So basically we need to decide, are we going up or are we going down? Up. Up. So if we're going up, that means we either have to add or multiply. If you're going up, you either add or multiply. If you're going down, you either subtract or divide. Okay? So they said to get from $5 to $6.75, they added
$1.75.
So what would we do to get from $6.75 to $8.50?
$1.75.
Okay. Add another $1.75. How much would we add to get from $8.50 to $10.25?
$1.75.
Okay. So add $1.75. So write a rule that describes the pattern in the sequence. So we went up, right? Okay. So we would say add, because that's what we did, correct? And then how much did we go up by each time?
$1.75.
$1.75. So they want us to extend the sequence to solve the problem. We had $5, then $6.75, $8.50, $10.25. What would be next after $10.25? So $12. Then if we add $12 plus $1.75 again, what would that be? $13.75. If we add $1.75 to $13.75, what would we have?
$15.50.
$15.50. So it should cost how much to rent the canoe for 7 hours?
$15.50.
What observation can you make about the pattern in the sequence that will help you write a rule? So what do you notice about the pattern of numbers? Were they going up or were they going down? Up. So the numbers were what? The numbers were, what's a good math term instead of saying going up?
We're rounding up.
Not rounding up, because you weren't rounding. We're increasing, right? So we're increasing. What else can we say? So the numbers were increasing by what?
By $1.75.
So by the same amount. So we knew we were going to what? What did we do? Add, subtract, multiply, or divide? Going to add. Write a rule for the pattern in the sequence. Then find the unknown terms in the sequence. So look at the first few terms in the sequence. Think, is the sequence increasing or decreasing from one term to the next? So are they going up or are they going down, guys?
Down.
Down. Are we going to subtract or add, subtract, multiply, or divide?
Subtract.
Subtract, right? Okay, so they're going down, so we're going to subtract, but they want to know what operation can be used to describe a sequence that increases. Addition, right? What operation can be used to describe a sequence that decreases?
Subtraction.
Subtraction. And then we also said that it could be addition or multiplication, right? And then subtraction or division. Now, since you're just learning this, do you think they would throw multiplication or division at you yet? No. So more than likely, for these lessons, you're going to stick with addition or subtraction, right? Okay, so they went from 29 6/10 to 28 3/10. So what is happening? How much is it decreasing? So you know it's decreasing, right? So we can say subtraction. So how much?
By 1 3/10.
Okay, so 1 3/10. So I would say minus 1 3/10, and then minus 1 3/10. Does that happen from 28 3/10 to 27?
Yes.
Yes. Then minus 1 3/10. So if we took away 1, we get 26, right? And then 3/10, we get 25 7/10. So now if we subtract 1 3/10, what are we going to get? 25 7/10 minus 1 3/10. What are we going to get?
24 4/10.
24 4/10. Then if we subtract 1 3/10 again, what are we going to have?
23 1/10.
23 1/10. And then if we subtract 1 3/10 again, this one's a little trickier, right? So what is 23 minus 1?
22.
We got 22 3/10. We get rid of 1/10. So then we're at 23. We need to get rid of 2 more tenths, right? So that means we're at 22 and what?
8/10.
22 8/10. Then would that make sense to subtract 1 3/10 to get 20 5/10?
Yeah.
Okay, so are numbers corrected? So down here our rule would be we subtracted 1 3/10. And then we use our rule to find our answer, right? Explain how you know whether your rule for a sequence would involve addition or subtraction. We would know to use addition if the numbers are increasing and subtraction if the numbers are decreasing. Write a rule for the sequence, then find the unknown term. They went from 65 9/10 to 65 3/10. Is it increasing or decreasing, guys? Decreasing, so that means it's going to be subtraction. What is the difference from 65 9/10 to 65 3/10? 6/10. So minus 0.6. So if I took 65 3/10 minus 6/10, what would I get is my answer? 64, and we get rid of 3, so that means we have to get rid of 3 more, right? So what would 10 minus 3 be?
7.
7. So 64 and 7/10. So then my rule of getting rid of 6/10, does that fall in order for 64 and 7/10 minus 6/10? Would that get us 64 and 1/10?
Yes.
Okay, so we are correct with our minus 6/10. or subtract 6/10. Write the first 4 terms of the sequence. Start at 3,500 and add 1,500. So do we already have our first term, guys?
Yes.
Yes, our first term would be
3,500.
3,500. So if we add 1,500, what would be our next term? What's 35 plus 15?
50.
So 50 hundredths. What is 50 plus 15?
65.
So 6,500. And then what is 65 plus 15?
800.
So 800. When you're ready, go ahead and turn your page. Write a rule for the sequence. They went from 5/10 to 1 8/10 to 3 1/10, and then 4 4/10. So are they increasing or decreasing?
Increasing.
So that means we're going to add. And then how much did it increase by each time?
1 3/10.
1 3/10. Next one, number 2, they went from 23 2/10 to 22 1/10 to 21 and 19 9/10. So are they increasing or decreasing?
Increasing.
Decreasing, so we would
Subtract.
subtract. How much is it decreasing by?
1 1/10.
1 1/10. Now on the next 4, they want you to write a rule for the sequence and then follow the unknown, find the unknown term. Okay, so we go from 31 5/10 to 25 2/10, 18 9/10, our missing answer, to 6 3/10. So are we increasing or decreasing?
Decreasing.
So we would
Subtract.
subtract. Now, how much is it decreasing by, guys? We went from 31 to 25, so what would that be? 6. And the 5 to 2. 3, so 6 3/10. So what would 18 9/10 minus 6 3/10 be?
12 6/10.
12 6/10. Okay, we'll do one more together. So 25 hundredths, 75 hundredths, something. 1 75 hundredths, 2 25 hundredths. Is it increasing or decreasing?
Increasing.
Increasing, so we would add. And then how much is it going up by, guys? Basically, you went from 1/4 to 3/4.
50.
So 50 hundredths. So if you added 75 hundredths plus 50 hundredths, what would you guys get? Well, you get $1.25, so that would be 1 25 hundredths.